ETV Sports presents Eagan High School Wildcat Hockey. Tonight, the Wildcats take on the Rosemount Irish.
Greetings from inside the Eagan Civic Arena, the home of Eagan Wildcat Hockey. This afternoon, it's the Wildcats and the Rosemount Irish JV action. We are just underway. No score 30 seconds into this one as we're going to have an ice. Yes, we are against the Rosemount Irish. My name is Mike Cook, and we're getting the band back together. Jeff Burgum joining us.
Yes, can you stand it, Michael? Can you stand it? My goodness, I know you're excited. I know you're excited.
We are definitely going old school on this one with Mr. Burgum joining us. Evan Cook again joining stats here.
Evan, high five, dude. High five for you. All right.
Part of that Eagan Squirt C team. Doing well this year. Wildcats right to left across your screen. And a special shout out to those of you watching us today on the World Wide Web. EaganTV.com, your home for Wildcat Sports. Meisinger, quick shot. He's going for the rebound. That was the save over there by 33 as William Tollefson between the pipes today for the Irish from Rosemount. Back on the other end for the Eagan Wildcats, it's number 1, Luke Conway, the sophomore, getting the start for the home team. Second to last home game of the year for the Eagan JVers, whose season ends on the 17th down at Apple Valley. They've got one here on the 13th against Shakopee. And Rosemount looks to break it out far side. Not going to happen. They're going to actually change behind the play, but actually they are going to send one man deep. But number 4 for the Wildcats, Aiden Byrne rings it around. Too far for Alexander up top. Josh Alexander wears 38. Ethan Gugino 36 out there right now, along with 27. Meisinger, the line for the Eagan JV squad.
Yeah, hard to imagine, Mike, that after this game here today, there's only 2 more games to go, and that's the season for the JV.
I was just talking to Todd Carlson just before this game, the Eagan JV coach, and like he said, it's hard to believe how fast it goes by once you're in the season. But how many parents have said that about any sport?
Yeah, no doubt. And I'm sure you mentioned it, but a very special day here at the Civic. It's senior day for the Wildcats, for the varsity. So you talk about things going by quickly. How do you think those senior parents feel today?
Well, we're going to find out because ceremony is going to take place after this game here on the Eagan Civic Arena. And we're going to show highlights of that during the varsity broadcast coming up later today here on ETV. And here come the Irish looking to bring things out. 3-on-2 intercept there by Cronkite for the Eagan Wildcats.
That's a dangerous play there, Mike. If Cronkite doesn't make that interception, it could be a 2-on-1 going the other way.
Absolutely. Shot all the way in deep there by the Rosemount Irish. That's Owen Ton, the defenseman, number 31. And here come the Wildcats as Rosemount made a big change behind the play. Cats playing catch behind the net. They're going to get something going as Berg will dump it out. Here comes Hoopmaker, I should say, for the Wildcats, number 10. Loses the puck in the Rosemount zone. Irish trying to get something out, unable to do so. White intercept for the Wildcats, albeit briefly, and finally Asta will dump it in deep for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Hoopmaker, center for the Wildcats, has a real strong year this year. Real strong, good skater, good shot, real good consistent player on the center for the Wildcats.
Wildcats trying to get some aggressive here on the forecheck this time down. Here's going to be Byrne with a long shot from way out. Hit his own man on the way through. Nearly a backhand attempt, though, by White. He had a couple last time out in a 4-2 win over Burnsville.
Yeah, great job there by Aiden Byrne to get that puck on net. You'll see it quite often. That puck's at the blue line. Those wings will try to block that puck, get in the net. Byrne did a nice job to kind of elude that. Got the puck to that, rebound sitting there.
Face off to the left. William Tollefson, the sophomore netminder for the Irish. Irish, of course, wearing their blue with the yellow trim. Wildcats, white with the blue and the green. Comes Rosemount looking to bring things up near side. And I got to give Rosemount fans some credit. There's a lot of them here early for this JV game.
I think they've been tailgating since 10 o'clock. That was the word I got on the street. They've been here for quite some time. They're getting all jacked up for this one.
The authorities were warned?
They were warned.
Hey, let me just say this. They're hockey parents, right?
They're hockey. Well, enough said.
Yep.
As you and I are one as well.
Anybody who's had a child in youth hockey, they know that reference. Here come the Wildcats looking to get something set up. This is going to be all the way out. Anderson, quick shot. That almost got tipped in by Meisinger, but Tollefson was able to get the save.
Nice shot by Anderson from the point. A nice low shot on net.
Intercept there by the Irish, albeit briefly kept in, however, by Byrne. He's going to go in deep. Number 4, odd angle shot. Gugino was there looking for the rebound, but here comes Rosemount. As he makes a change behind the play, he gets by Cronkite. And across, and the tip goes just wide off the stick of number 28, Luke Henderson. Great feed there by Will Tentis, the sophomore forward for the Irish.
Boy, nice play there by Asta to kind of break that up a little bit. He went down to block that cross-ice pass. He made that just out of the reach, so good job by Asta to do a defensive play.
Here comes Cronkite deep down the right side. for the Wildcats. They'll make a quick stop there, lost the puck in the process, and Rosemount's going to dump it out into neutral. Hey, let's give a quick shout out. Eagan girls hockey, they are playing their section semifinal as we speak right now over at the Veterans Coliseum or Veterans Arena over there in Inver Grove Heights. So good luck to the girls today.
Taking on the mighty Raptors of Eastridge over at the VMCC.
The what?
The Veterans Memorial Community Center. That is the name of the rink there in Inver Grove Heights.
I gotta admit, I've never heard the V on the CC.
Yeah, VMCC.
I like it though.
Well, you bet.
I like that. So yeah, girls playing Eastridge. Assuming they win today, they will play Valentine's night over at that same place. It's the winner of Apple Valley Eastview.
And little known fact on the Apple Valley team, we got Coach Taylor's daughter skating for the Apple Valley Eagles. So a lot of interconnections going on here during section play for both boys and girls.
So we'll be keeping an eye on Coach Taylor in the varsity game, see if he's checking his phone quite a bit. Although I heard Cronkite's dad is over there right now. Nolan Cronkite here, our JV-er.
Daughter Emily on the team.
Yeah, I heard they're going to be checking us out here live on the ETV stream today.
And we love Steve Cronkite. We probably could hear Steve from here over at the VMCC in Inver Grove Heights. As we all know, Steve's voice tends to carry just a tad.
As we go back to this one, Anderson with a long shot for the Wildcats. Good pressure kept up by the Eagan squad. They are out shooting Rosemount 7-1 right now.
Yeah, nice real jump to the step for the Wildcats here. Really aggressive, good play, keeping the puck deep in the zone. A lot of shots on that.
Yeah, couldn't quite connect that time, so Byrne will regroup. Aiden Byrne. He was part of that. Had a point the other night in the Burnsville game. Here's Anderson. He loses it up here up to Alexander. Here comes, this is going to be number 32, White, Aiden White going in deep. I think we had it was Aiden White with the assist to Aiden Byrne and Anderson the other night, so we had like the AAA goal in that Burnsville game.
And I think that was by design. If you talked to Coach Carlson, he had a play drawn up just for that effect. Very, very, very clever play there by Coach Carlson.
Intercept potential. Here's Meisinger with an opportunity. Tries to split the D, tied up nicely. Still gets the shot off, and a big save by Tollefson to keep this one scoreless.
Boy, great job by Meisinger there, Mike. He came down there, got all tied up, kind of leaned into the play, kept the puck on his stick, got that shot on net, but nice effort by Meisinger, goalie, to make a big save there.
8-1 now our shots on goals. We're only 6:35 into this one. As you look at the Wildcat bench over there, head coach Todd Carlson is, well, that wasn't him in the picture, but Todd's got a blue hat over there tonight for the Wildcats. Todd in his first year back coaching the JVers this year after spending some time doing some Bantam coaching. A couple of assistants over there for Todd this year. We've got Taylor Gary and Derek Grogan, both first-year assistants on the JV squad. Good job done by all this year. Rosemount wins the draw. They stop behind their own net. That's trying to bring it up on the far side. This is going to be up ahead to Tentis. Tentis not a hard player to miss. He is a big kid out there, number 42, wearing blue.
Yeah, big boy and skates real well. Nice size out there.
JT Helm, 32 for Rosemount. Actually gives it up. This is going to be Owen Ton, number 31, hustling through it. That Willard with a big check on Rosemount's number 15, Isaac Tuttle, junior, hitting the ice hard after that hit. Eagan, a long outlet pass, tried to get it ahead to Berg, and he was tipped in, so there was no ice on the play as Tollefson plays it around. Rosemount, can they poke it out to neutral? They can. Anderson's going to battle over for the Wildcats. Knocked off his skates over there by Durgan of Rosemount, the sophomore forward. Durgan tries to get it back near side. Actually, he's going to give it chase. Durgan gets asked it for the Wildcats. Off White and a little too far for Hoopmaker. Rosemount will just dump it on in. Everybody stays 5 aside. No changes by either squad as that one came into the Wildcat zone. Long shot knocked down on the way through. I think that was Hoopmaker that got in the way of that one. Asta for Eagan pushing it in against number 23 of Rosemount. That's Drew Schultz, a sophomore D. They battle hard into the corner, back to the right of Tollefson. Cats try to poke it out front, but it dumps right back into him. Asta down low. Luke Anderson waiting back at the blue line, deciding if he should pinch in a little bit. He hangs tight, and Eagan gets away with it. Couldn't quite hit White on the centering attempt, and here comes the Irish the other way with Matt Ackerman, number 38, trying to split through the zone. Couldn't do what Cats have. They do have 5 guys out there, I think.
Well, they may have had, not sure what the whistle was for, wasn't offside.
Looked like the Cats were making a change.
Could be too many minutes.
I think they made it, I think they had just avoided it barely. Yeah, so I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, well, I wonder why they had the whistle then for that. Who knows?
Yeah, Coach Carlson looking for an explanation. Well, that was a very brief conversation. Let's see if we can take a look here.
Yeah, replay doesn't show it, but
we play 5-a-side with 6:34 to go here in a scoreless first. The Irish, the Wildcats on ETV. Willery for the Eagan Wildcats. We wear sweater number 20. Tries to get some help there from Alexander, number 38. Alexander, a little extra hit there on his man for Rosemount, and we've got a whistle. And are we going to have a?
We had two face masks interlocking, number 19 and Willery there, number 20. They kind of got locked up there. They said, you know, we better call a whistle here.
So Jonah Forche for Rosemount and Willery for the Wildcats.
Little locked up there at the old headgear.
I don't know if we by chance have that on the replay. I don't know. Great to back here at full strength even on ATV. We've got the replay machine today, and
we got late replay. We're doing live to you. My goodness, it's all dialed in today.
Hey, it's senior night. We bring out all the bells and whistles for this. Quick shot, Irish. Tollefson, he's got that post guarded really well for Rosemount. No chance on that one for the Wildcats. Rosemount looking to bring it out. They're going to dump it in. Josh Klopp, number 11, in there for the Irish, along with 16, Riley Bowick. Bawick, B-A-W-E-K. I hope I'm saying that right. Bowick. Can the Wildcats get it out? They cannot. Actually, now they will. The Alexander to head to Gugino. Gugino, he's going to try to use the defenseman as a screen. Saved by Tollefson.
He had Cronkite breaking. Didn't see him coming down the high slot there.
Burton just tips it in for the Cats. Can he keep it in at the blue? He cannot, because here comes Rosemount the other way with Weissmiller, number 18. Check that. That was 19, Jonah Forche. Good up and down flow to this one right now. Here comes White for the Wildcats. Hoopmaker just stayed on side. I thought he might have got away with one. And good hustle in there by Byrne to keep it in, coming up from his D spot. Just about 10 minutes gone by on this one. We are still scoreless here in the first on ETV. Penalty-free game thus far as well.
Yeah, it looks like Rosemount's kind of picked up their game a little bit, Mike, but again, shots on goal right now 10-1 in favor of the Wildcats, so dominated in the shots on goal.
You know, I think we've mentioned it a lot this year, how fast this Eagan team is, and they're showing it again right here. And I think maybe it just took Rosemount a little time to react. Can't say that with certainty, but it kind of maybe appeared that way a little bit. Cats keeping it in deep behind the Rosemount zone. Another really nice period of forechecking thus far by the Wildcats. Rosemount nearly sprung their man Kentis, but unable to connect. 15 turns, fires it in. That was Tuttle, and Rosemount's going to change. Looks like 3 behind the play. Cats are changing up a couple as well. We're inside 4.5 to go here in the first. Anderson off the stick of Hoopmacher. Now Eagan's going to finish their change, so we'll get a fresh 5 on the ice for the home team. Kept in far side. Long shot. Oh, Meisinger nearly got the rebound off of that shot.
Nice shot by Willery at the point, Mike, again. Nice little shot, deflected just wide.
There's Gugino in deep for the Cats. He'll leave it for his teammate. That's Asta in deep. Look, Gugino's a big kid, too, for Eagan, number 36. Not afraid to hit either, like he did right there.
Yeah, Ethan Gugino played basketball also, kind of wanted to use that height, but kind of went back to hockey. And nice to have him out there in the rink.
Rosemount once again trying that long outlet pass for Durrigan. Puck is forced over into the corner, however.
Nice job by Willery to play that player off the corner. Nice physical play by Willery.
2-on-2 behind right below our microphone. You can hear that one pretty well. Skates on ice, sticks on sticks. The sounds of hockey.
Not a better sound out there, Mike.
All you need is a fresh sheet of ice. Rosemount looking to get some kind of pressure going this time. They change up their D pairing behind the play. They're sending in 3 forwards. Cronkite for Eagan loses the puck behind. Then he comes over, finishes his man off. Big hit there by Cronkite. And the puck back out to neutral, forcing the Irish to regroup. And dumping it in is Heim for the Irish. We're going to change their front line right now. Actually, and one other D. Heim's going to go in solo that time. Eagan looking to break something out. Too far the pass for Alexander. No, they're going to wave off the icing on that one.
Interesting wave off there. Not sure he could have got that, but they waved it off in favor of the Wildcats.
Here comes Rosemount, 3-on-2 if they hurry. Coming down that right side, that shot taken away nicely. Anderson did not allow Klopp to get that shot off.
Yeah, Brock blocked the pass and took the body out. So nice play by Anderson, number 6, sophomore defenseman for Eagan.
Well, he's a big kid. He's got that long reach, and it really was an advantage right there. Strong kid, too. Another opportunity by the Wildcats. Couldn't get a good shot off. Tried to set up in front. I think that was that Gugino with the shot? Might have been.
Yeah, Gugino.
Hustling back is Byrne and Anderson. Rosemount's going to send 2 guys in deep this time around. That was Balwick and Forche for the Irish. And here come the Wildcats trying to go the other way with it. Here's Meisinger, but he's all alone as the Cats are changing up behind the play. Actually, he's got Alexander out there with him as well. Puck going to go right of Tollefson, high off the glass. A few fans ducking just in case it went over the glass. And dumping it back in for your Eagan Wildcats is White. Shots 11-1 right now. Favor of the Eagan Wildcats, but still 0-0 where it matters the most.
11-1 in shots, but again, it's a pretty evenly played game back and forth, so that shots are elusive as far as shots on goal.
Well, Rosemount, boy, not too often they've been able to set up inside the Wildcat zone this period. Once again, you saw it that time, and now Rosemount's going to change. Looks like 3 guys that time around. Cats are going to keep the 5. And leading the rush this time will be Willery, number 24, your Eagan Wildcats. Willery continues to chase it in deep into the zone, watched by Nagel. Willery hits those boards hard. Oh, couldn't be kept in near side. Cats are going to be forced to regroup at center. Here's Cronkite, goes backhanded up out of harm's way, where it's picked up by Asta as we got a minute to go in the period. Cats making a change. Asta wisely holds up. Backhand around. Cats trying to get out of their zone. They do this time. Here comes Hootmaker. He's got Berg with him. Berg just looked over to the side. Wasn't sure if he was supposed to come off, but he stays in at the point for the Wildcats. Wraparound attempt. No, tried to get it in front. That didn't work either. And here comes Rosemount 2-on-2. This is 39 Durga, and he dumps it in. Conway actually had to touch the puck that time. It's quite a while since he's had to touch it. Rosemount just 1 shot this period. High up, kept in at center.
Yeah, they had 1 shot again, but it's been a real nice pace to the game, back and forth. Both teams skating real well. You can sense, Mike, it's a rivalry game. You get these games that are on the schedule, you circle these kind of games, you get to the rink, you know, it is a big deal. You know, Rosemount, our neighbors to the south, I mean, these 2 teams, they don't like each other. And it's showing right now in the JV, and look out for varsity. It's going to be a battle out there.
Yeah, but you think about it, these kids, they've played each other all the way, you know, since they were mites and in squirts and then all the way up through Pee Wee's Bantams. You know, it's always a district rivalry game.
And again, don't get me wrong, there's respect for both programs, but they just don't like each other. So that you get those teams together, and there's a quick pace to the game.
Yeah, Conway actually had to make a save that time. Big save. Keep this one a scoreless game.
Nice leg save, too.
Absolutely. As the seconds count down in this one. And it looks like we're going to go to the intermission for the first time today with a scoreless hockey game.
And that's a big save by Conway, Mike. We talked about that. You get a goalie back there not having many shots at all throughout the whole period. All of a sudden, they get that 1 or 2nd shot. Big, huge leg save. Here's a replay of it. Rosemount gets the puck just off the face-off. Beautiful leg save there. And that's tough for a goalie. Not many action, not many pucks to him. All of a sudden, you got to have a real big save there. So good job by Luke Conway, keeping this a scoreless game.
Yeah, it could have been a huge momentum boost for the Rosemount Irish. As it is, the Eagan Wildcats are going to skate to the locker room, as are the Rosemount Irish. After 1 in JV action, it's the Irish nothing, the Wildcats nothing. We're coming back shortly for second period JV hockey on ETV. Welcome back inside the Eagan Civic Arena as we get set for second period action. Boys, JV hockey, 15 minutes gone by in the books. It's the Wildcats nothing and the Rosemount Irish nothing. Eagan with an 11-2 shot advantage in that opening period, but Jeff, Rosemount might have had the best chance right before the buzzer.
Yeah, real nice pace to the game, Mike. Again, shots on goal, as you mentioned, 11-2, and there's an example there where shots on goal, you know, you could think maybe it's a 3 or 4 goal lead. Nothing. We're 0-0. So again, nice chances by both teams. Again, Rosemount had that real nice scoring chance at the last part of the period there, but more chances by Eagan.
As we're going to get set, Eagan's going to go left to right here in the second period. Rosemount will be going right to left. Between the pipes, we've got Conway for the Eagan Wildcats. Luke Conway, the sophomore. He made 2 saves. And the other end for Rosemount, William Tollefson, sophomore as well. He had 11 saves back in that opening period.
And to your point, Mike, that Conway save at the end of the first period could have been the biggest save of the game so far by either team.
Absolutely. You saw Conway there a moment ago. Faithful Shepherd Catholic School he went to. Real Steel is his favorite movie.
Real Steel, not on my play box. I don't know that one too well.
No, and basketball is his favorite sport other than hockey. Well, favorite hockey player is Alexander Ovechkin.
Not a bad player.
Think he could stop him?
Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, shot got through again by Willery. Nice shot there. Got deflected on that.
Yeah, we haven't seen Conway a whole lot this year, so we haven't really had a chance to talk about him. Give him his bio there that's in the.
Oh,
speaking of, there's a big save, couple of big saves. Can he make 3? He'll need to. Somehow that gets in for the Irish.
You know, Mike, we talk about this all year long, and again, it just doesn't matter. I mean, you get a real solid first period, then the team that kind of got thumped that next period comes out flying high, and all of a sudden Rosemount has 2-3 chances in the slot. And here's a replay of it, Mike. They bang it. Conway, great job to stand tall. Turnaround, gets blocked again, and the fourth attempt goes in. So my goodness, Rosemount comes out of nowhere, and they're up 1-0. Shots on goal, 12-5.
Rosemount had 2 shots in the first period. They had 3 in that flurry. Well, let's get the official word from Nick Johnson here momentarily, but I believe it's Patrick Hayes with the goal for the Irish. And a 1-0 lead for the visitors here inside the Eagan Civic Arena. On the shores of lovely Cascade Bay.
On the shores of lovely Cascade.
Number 7, Patrick Hayes. 42 seconds in the second period. Hayes unassisted at 42 seconds.
So now a real test here, Mike, for the Wildcats. Again, how are they going to respond to that? You know, they really dominated the first period, dominated the game, and all of a sudden they get another find themselves down 1-0. So again, how will you respond to that?
Absolutely. I don't know how they didn't give him an assist on that one, but okay. I mean, I know a couple saves in there, but there was some puck movement in there, and
it was a nice job by Willer. If you look at the replay, Willer did a nice job to block one of the attempts there, and then it came right back to the player, and he just kind of turned around and whacked it again.
Yeah, I don't know who it was that should have been on Hayes, but they weren't. And the bottom line is he puts it in the net, and it's 1-0 for the Rosemount Irish.
The game of hockey we love. That's how it can quickly turn.
Absolutely. Kept in nicely over their far side, but I believe that was Anderson. Does that, he's going to make a change on that far side. Cat's going to get something in front to Bird, couldn't connect. Fresh off the bench, knocks it in for the Eagan Wildcats. Hoopmaker overskated it, and here comes the Irish the other way. Rosemount 4-on-3 potential. Instead, they're just going to dump it in, and they're going to make a huge change behind the play, keeping out just one man, their left defenseman, Sam Nagel. Quick shot. That was easily steered away by Conway off the stick of 27, Noah Carlson, the sophomore defender. Eagan looking to try and get the puck out of their own zone. Spent a little too much time down there in the first 2 minutes, and it's cost them once.
Well, I get a sense, Mike, that between periods, perhaps the Rosemount coaching staff had a little bit of a chat with the Rosemount boys and said, you know what, man, we maybe need to kind of pick up our game just a bit.
I'm guessing it didn't need to be said. I'm guessing these players, they knew well enough that they had a bad period.
They know well enough, but at times you and I both know that gentle nudge from the staff doesn't at times hurt anything.
And I believe you put quote marks around that phrase, gentle nudge. Kept all the way through, or didn't get through. Instead, here come the Wildcats. Well, they tried to come out the other way. Cronkite, I think, was looking to pass it ahead for Meisinger. A little miscommunication there. And White's going to go in deep for the, big hit by White for the Eagan Wildcats. They're a little physicality behind the play. White's got to get out of the zone here so the Cats aren't offsides.
Yeah, what a play by White there. Just a physical play, and they kind of called that finally a delayed offside. But what a play by White. Just took out his player just hard. Nice number 32 there, the sophomore. Takes his player out, Mike. And then for second measure, let's just stand top him for a little bit longer and just grind him up in the ice. So again.
Yeah, he had a couple extra shoves there, I guess, Owen Ton.
A very thorough takedown for the sophomore.
All right, we got White was on the draw right now with Alexander and Gugino out there as well up top for the Wildcats. Cronkite and Willery back at the point for Todd Carlson's squad. And here comes Rosemount the other way. This is Hayes that got the goal back in this period. Big hit there. Cronkite on Tentis as Tentis tried to get a shot off from the big man.
Great hit by Cronkite. They had taken Tennis down there. Big boy we talked about earlier, Mike. Nice takedown by Cronkite.
Gugino looking to take his man up behind the boards, but that man just a little elusive. Gugino only got a part of number 32, Hem. No ice this time. Quickly waved off by the officials in a very deliberate call, shall we say. There was no doubting on that one. Eagan trying to poke it out, and here comes Gugino. Gugino looking to go right. No, good poke check there by the Irish. Is 36, Sam Nagel.
Yeah, very noticeable, Mike, here. The second period, Rosemount a lot quicker to the puck, quicker to the more physical play. They've come to play the second period.
Absolutely. Tried to get something there, didn't happen. Cats looking to break something out, but Rosemount's got those 2D that kept back. Peck never got two of them as the back check by Tuttle's intercept, but here comes the Cats with an opportunity. Gugino, and a save by Tollefson.
Well, he had Hoopmaker breaking, didn't see him, and Hoopmaker was alone in front. But nice job by Gugino to get that puck in the net. Backhand. Backhand attempt by Hoopmaker.
Speaking of.
Yes.
They get right below at the blue line. You heard that one on the microphones pretty well as Henderson hit the boards for Rosemount. Cronkite eludes a check behind the Wildcat net. There's around a 10.5 to go in the second. 1-0 Irish on a goal early this period. Cats somehow stayed on side there was Asta. Kind of had the skate, I think, in the vicinity of the blue line. And Willard, can he get back to the point? It's not going to get to him. Intercepted by the Irish coming out the other way. I know this time Willard will get in the way. Just over at the neutral this time at the Wildcat logo. Cats just not getting anything set up again this time down. And that one should be an ice, and it is with 10:05 to go in the second.
Boy, tail, Mike, just two completely different periods so far. Period one, Eagan just all over Rosemount. Didn't give him much ice at all. Second period, kind of tides have turned. Rosemount all over Eagan, so really good flow to the game. It's amazing how quickly a game can turn around the game.
I was thinking, you mentioned the word flow, and really, that first period, what do we have? Maybe half a dozen whistles, if that.
Handful of whistles, no penalties, just really fun to watch.
Absolutely, good up and down hockey. It's really continuing right here this period.
Yeah, both teams known for their speed, so again, it's really fun to see that.
Rosemount tries to get it ahead. It's going to go deep into the Wildcat zone. And it's going to ring it around the near side board. It's going to be kept in at the point it is, albeit briefly. Lost the puck, and here comes the Eagan the other way.
Aiden White.
Absolutely. Pretty good bet if somebody's flying in quick on the JV, it's Aiden White. That kid has got some wheels. Back out, Byrne pokes it ahead for the Eagan Wildcats out the neutral. Here's White, tried to get a shot off. Getting in the way there for Rosemount was Ackerman. Byrne going to go in deep for the Wildcats. He'll sing it around near side. Meisinger going to try to pick it up in the corner. Meisinger 1-on-4 wisely back to Anderson. He'll shoot from way out.
Boy, hit the knob of the stick, Mike. I don't know if that was going to be going in, but it was a real close shot there. Good job by Anderson.
Yeah, that one I think might have hit that top corner had it went through.
Yeah, and again, hitting the knob of the stick. Go, imagine that.
You know what? And it still counts as a save.
I think they should get maybe 1.5 saves for that because it was such a difficult. How did that happen?
I think that's more of a half save because I don't think he ever saw it coming through. There's White. That one went way wide of Tollison that time. Shots now 13-7 in favor of the Wildcats here. 8:46 to go in the second. Dumped in by the Irish, looking to get numbers. They're going to change behind the play. A couple of guys. Puck pops up, very basketball-like, 10 feet in the air. But it's going to be Rosemount coming away with it. Back out near side of the point. That went off the skate of Gugino on the shot coming through from Helm. Well, I hear that. You got to love the sound of that hitting down there. Here comes Eagan the other way off the skate of Gugino into the zone. Helm to regroup for the Irish. Hoopmacher thought about finishing him off and kind of held up a little bit. Rosemount poking it ahead, kept in nicely there. Cronkite long shot, and Tollison got a really good look at that one.
Great play by Nolan Cronkite, the junior defenseman, coming in there off the point, got the shot. He's got a cannon for a shot, comes in there looking good. Here's that shot by Anderson. Again, hits the knob, and that looked like that was going in, Mike. That was a heck of a shot by Anderson. And you can see Luke Anderson shaking his head like, are you kidding me? I hit that knob of the stick, really?
Goalie change, by the way, for Eagan. Conway just went to the bench, and in comes number, I believe that's 33, Derek Manzel.
Derek Manzel, the younger brother to Jeremy and Jared Manzel, the Manzello family of goalies.
Absolutely.
What in the world were they thinking to have goalies? They've got 4 goalies. Can you imagine that?
Can you imagine what the walls look like inside that garage?
I'm thinking about the psychiatrist bills for the parents.
Absolutely.
Holy smoke! Oh,
Tollison nearly knocked that one in himself trying to clear it. Not the prettiest of saves. So it's good. We're going to finish with 6 saves, by the way, for Conway.
And some very difficult saves. He did some real nice saves out there. Nice job by Conway.
It looks like it was just a scheduled change because Conway's standing on the bench. He looks like he's okay. I didn't see any kind of injury or limping off or anything like that. There's Byrne, wide, shoot. Just wide. Gugino put a nice screen in front there for the Wildcats.
And that's what you want back. You want to hit that net. You got guys in front of the net making that screen. So again, if you get that puck on net, that could have a good chance of going in.
Byrne couldn't quite get it up as Rosemount's going to dump it into the zone off the stick of Henderson, who made the nice stop.
Again, Mike, very impressive Rosemount. They really came out in the second period, and they're buzzing.
They are that's a good word for it. Eagan, on the other hand, is not. Really struggling. Let's see if they can, it's one of those things where, a goal might just change everything.
Well, and again, they completely controlled that first period, so they maybe are coming out that second period going, it's going to be another kind of a show the same way. But again, credit to Rosemount. They are coming out here buzzing and flying. They're aggressive with the puck.
Absolutely. They're going to be an ice. There is not. White takes his man into the boards. That was Fournier on the, or Fortier, I should say, on the receiving end of that check.
Ooh, after had Rutzik in front of the net there, no one covered, just couldn't get the puck to him. So nice buzzing now by the Wildcats deep in the Rosemount zone.
Here's Rutzik, 26. This might be his first shift of the game.
Yeah, I haven't seen him out there. So yeah, he's playing. He's defenseman playing forward now for a while. He's got a real good shot, real speedy, great hands.
Nice intercept there, Willery. Willery with a shot, trying to get the screen knocked down nicely though by Fortier for the Irish. Read that well.
Boy, speaking of Willery, there he comes in nicely. Had Rutzik breaking on the side. Here's Rutzik in front of the net. Pass over.
Rutzik couldn't get it. Tollefson somehow reaches back.
You know, I tell you what, we talk about these players up here, Mike, and all of a sudden they get into the action. They almost score. Rutzik all alone there. Had a chance, just couldn't get that puck off. Here's a replay of it. Puck battling in the corner. You can kind of see Rutzik kind of out the high wing there behind the net. Kind of circling now, kind of crosses over, and there he's all wide open. Just couldn't get that puck at the last second to shot it. But again, nice job by Rutzik, and I think it was Asta.
By the way, Rutzik, Pinewood Community School graduate. Favorite movie, Goodfellas. Likes to play golf when he's not at the rink. And Austin Matthews, his favorite hockey player.
I had good selection there of Austin Matthews.
Who's all of what? Maybe 5 years older than Jake Rutzik?
Yeah, no kidding.
What were you doing when you were 20?
Not playing in the National Hockey League, I can tell you that, Michael. Although I think I should have been, but you know, that's just me.
Yeah. Our viewers have learned.
You just keep talking over me.
5:38 to go back in reality of the second period here at JV hockey.
Back in my day.
Yeah, wooden stick, no face mask. Okay, what do you got?
Okay. Okay, sorry.
Remember when they didn't put curves on sticks?
Remember the time.
You actually skated outdoors, uphill both ways. I got it, yeah. Hayes is going to dump this one in for the Rosemount Irish against the Wildcats. Hayes had that goal 42 seconds into this period, the lone tally of this one so far. Get in front there, Manzella got the pad over, make sure nothing got by that time as Tentis was on the doorstep. Here comes Berg. He's going to dump it in. Meisinger is going to give chase. It's Berg, Meisinger, and Alexander out there right now for the Eagan Wildcats. Alexander gets kind of bumped into the corner there by Nagel. There's some 2-on-2 down there right in front of where the student section will probably be later on this afternoon for the big varsity tilt.
Well, there could be a hook and a claw, a clip, and again, good penalty to take. The Rosemount player had to step on the D. Was going to go in all alone, so not much more that you could have done there. So you've got to take a penalty, Mike. I think good one there by Luke Anderson. Yep. Had to step on him. Here's a replay of it. Kind of got in the middle there, kind of got between the two defenders, and Anderson takes him down for that. I think, is it the first? Could be the first penalty of the game.
It is. I was just going to say 10:05 will be the time of that one. And you see Luke Anderson, a sophomore defenseman for the Eagan Wildcat squad. We'll get with the official words. I did not see the signal, but yeah, it's got to be a hook
hooking,
or a trip or
cut, clutch, grab,
something
to that effect.
Bottom line, it's going to sit him for 2 minutes, and Rosemount on the power play for the first time in this one. Looking to add to that 1-0 lead. Eagan's got the box going really good right now defensively. Good look there, Manzella, as that one went wide. Whoa, losing a blade down low was Cronkite. Okay, interference, the official call, by the way, on Anderson. Manzella, he's down that butterfly looking to make a save. Kick that one aside. Looks like Gugino just missed on the big hit in the corner. Rosemount up top. Oh, losing this, trying to get the shot off that time. Now they do. Rebound in front. And it is 2-0 Irish.
All alone in front of the net there. Again, nice puck movement. Got the shot on net. Manzella makes the save, but again, the rebound's right there. And again, you talk about the goals being scored in high school, college, professional. They say roughly 75% of goals that go in are the rebounds. Here's a replay of it now. Again, nice shot on net. Puck gets in the center. Another shot. So again, two little chances there goes in. And it's just that dirty work, that work in the slot, high zone there. Good play by Rosemount.
I believe it's going to be Tuttle with the goal number 15. It looks like it was Hoopmacher unable to tie him up.
I think he had two guys to tie up, too, so a lot to ask the Hoopmaker.
It is.
Also, let's talk about this just for a second here. You know, we got Manzella coming in fresh now, or new, off the bench. He has to face a power play. So he hasn't hit any shots. You know, he's kind of getting in cold, and all of a sudden, boom.
Absolutely. So the Cats find themselves down by 2, almost down by 1. They just missed that time. Inside 4 to go. That shot way wide off the stick of Byrne. We'll get the official word, though, from Nick Johnson here momentarily on the Rosemount goal.
So a lot to ask your goalie when they're coming right off the bench to get face that power play.
Baywick and number 28, Luke Henderson. On the power play, Tuttle from Baywick and Henderson at 10:45 in the second period.
Well, there we go. Baywick and Henderson, 16 with the 1 assist, 28 with the other for the Irish. And by the way, that's not Nick Johnson on the public address system today. We'll have to figure out who that is.
No, it's not Nick, and I understand Nick is ice fishing up north. That's where he would be at. So, we got to talk to Nick about that dedication to the Wildcat program. I didn't get. Did you get the approval for that? I didn't get the email.
It's senior night. Where is he?
We're giving Nick a hard time. He does a great job. Puts a lot of hours here behind that score box and plexiglass.
He's just one of those teachers at Eagan High School that everybody likes. And I will say this. There are a lot of teachers like that at Eagan High School. And I'm sure there's a lot at Rosemount as well, because you can't go wrong in District 196, wherever you're at. Actually, I saw Frank Senta the other night, longtime math teacher down at Rosemount High School. Coaching the Burnsville JV. Talked to him the other night.
So shout out to Nick. You do a great job. We love you. Good luck ice fishing. Bring back a couple walleyes for us, huh?
Uh-oh, Rosemount opportunity in front. Oh, Manzello, that was high over the shoulder. Good opportunity there by the Irish, Josh Kloop. Cronkite looked to bring it out, couldn't do it, however, and here comes Willery. Let's see if he can get something going here for the Wildcats as we're inside 2.5 to go in the second.
Oh, that was a dangerous play there. Bird doesn't make that stop. There could be a 2-0.
Quick shot, easy save that time by Tollefson. Looking like a shortstop out there.
A real hats off and a stick tap to Rosemount, though, Mike. They have come out in the second period and done a complete reversal from the first.
You are absolutely right. And I will say, it's good to see Rosemount having some success both at the varsity level, the JV level. It's just looking at the rankings. Their Bantam team, I think, was 7th in the state or something. That's a program that really struggled there for a while. And it's good to see them back on the map in a good way.
And we wish them all the success after today. We're very supportive of Rosemount.
Unless you see them in sections?
And that'll be another one where we'll wish them all the success after that game.
Okay. All right.
I mean, they are a rival, Michael. I mean, come on now. They're a rival team.
Yeah, they are.
We respect them, but they're a rival.
Is Rosemount Eagan's biggest rival, or is it Eastview?
You can go back and forth on that. Hard to say.
It is, but they're both rivals.
Yes, they are.
Quick shot. No, Manzella off the glove there. That goes wide.
That's a dangerous shot there. That was a nice save by Manzella.
Schumacher in deep for the Eagan Wildcats. Rosemount just keeping the pressure on. They've been able to set up much, much better this period inside the Eagan zone.
Yeah, it is just a reversal, just completely reversed from first period.
Berg partially hit hard over there by Helm right in front of the Rosemount bench. Irish long outlet pass. They got a man at the blue line, tipped in. Manzella makes that save off the long tip, shall we say, by Noah Carlson. But a nice outlet pass there by Rosemount to get things going.
And great job by Carlson, Mike, to stay on side.
Absolutely.
He was kind of angled the wrong way, but he leaned in nicely, stayed on side, cut the puck down deep.
Alexander for the Wildcats up to White. He's got Gugino with him. White gets absolutely stood up at the blue line. Great hit out there. I believe that was Helm. So White has given one and he's taken one. Rosemount, can they get it out as we're down to 44 to go in this period? White's going to go in deep. Try to backhand it in front. He was looking for, I believe that was that Hutmacher that came off the bench there.
I looked at it, it was Alexander, Gugino.
Oh, you're right.
And White.
Oh, icing is waved off on that. That's surprising. Gugino all the way down. No icing this time either. It's down to 20 seconds to go in this period. Period that has been pretty much dominated by the blue and yellow. Started early with a goal 42 seconds in, and they scored a power play one at the 10:45 mark. Cats are going to get one last opportunity before the buzzer. Rosemount's going to just punch it ahead, and that should do it here in the second period. And here is our buzzer. Shots on goal that period. The Wildcats had 7 for a game total of 18. Rosemount 10. They're up to 12 for this one. So 2 periods gone by in the books. The Wildcats hanging on their bench. The Irish going to go down there they're going to congratulate Tollefson on a good period. They're going to head to their locker room. Wildcats are going to be right behind them. And we're going to take ourselves a break as well. I think we'll head to the locker room too. What the heck?
We'll head to the locker room. What the heck? We've earned it.
End of 2. It's Rosemount 2, Eagan nothing. You're watching JV Hockey on ETV. Welcome back inside the Eagan Civic Arena as we get set for third period action. Boys JV hockey today with the Rosemount Irish coming north on Highway 3, and they've got a 2-0 lead here after 2 periods of play. As you look at the stats through there it is, updated through 2 periods of play. Again, all stats unofficial until verified by the Big M, Thomas Manzella. Rosemount 1 for 1 on the power play. That was how they got a goal, their second one of this game, which is also in the period. But you see the Wildcats still with the big shot advantage. But Jeff Burgum here, as we said, Eagan really dominated the first. Rosemount got that early goal in the second and just took over for that 15.
Yeah, hockey's a funny game. I mean, it's 3 games within a game. You got 3 periods, and it could be just completely different what happened, and that's what happened. I mean, my goodness, it was like Eagan controlled first period. Rosemount came out strong in the second. And the third period, who knows what's going to happen?
Absolutely. So Cats moving right to left here in the final 15 minutes of, dare we say, regulation. Rosemount left to right here in this third period.
How dare we say regulation? And don't mention the other thing I've talked to you about earlier in the past. Do not mention that.
Well, Rosemount has the shutout.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
I thought that only mattered when it was, your team.
It did matter, but I was trying to make a point.
All right,
thank you.
Manzella with the first save here of the period. By the way, update from the girls hockey semis. Eagan 1-0 over Eastridge after 1.
Oh, that's a tight game.
Last we saw there, Jenna Ruiz, I believe, a late first period goal for the Eagan girls.
Yeah, Eastridge is a good team. We kind of looking and talking to some of the parents there. Eastridge had some really good wins out there for some strong against some strong teams. They've had a couple of soft losses. That's not going to be a cakewalk for the Wildcats.
No, as we said, if the girls were to win, they will play the winner of Apple Valley and Eastview 7 o'clock Valentine's Day night over at the VMCC, as you call it, Veterans Memorial Community Center.
And I can't think of a better night of Valentine's Day to go to the hockey game.
Absolutely.
Section final of the VMCC, as you call it.
Absolutely. So it's 2-0 Irish here, early stages of this one. By the way, if you're a Twins fan watching, Yu Darvish just signed with the Cubs. According to Twitter, 6 years, 126. Okay.
Well, you can, better way to make ends meet there in that kind of salary.
I'm telling you, boy, if you can throw a ball hard, there's some money to be made. Oh, you can hear the hitting out there. Oh, there's a big check there. See if Eagan's maybe going to get a little more physical this period, if that's any kind of a sign that what Meisinger just did on his man. And let's also see if Rosemount's content just to maybe stay at the blue line, not let Eagan get anything going on the way in. Collison watch that one go through his crease and wide. You can hear the skates loud and clear through your TV screen.
You made a comment about that, Mike, and again, hats off to the ETV crew to getting the crew all set up, all of our camera workers. Good job, camera guys. John Meyer, Kenny Gibson, we call him, the gymnast, and Keith Bannicky. Nice job, guys. Thanks for being here. Having the microphones on the ice is really cool, huh? That skates, the sticks, you can feel the spray from up here.
And we should mention, I believe this is our last JV broadcast of the season.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been fun to do it this year. It's fun to watch these kids improve.
And have they ever improved? My goodness, they look really well.
Opportunity in front there goes just wide of Manzella. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got senior night for the varsity. There's only 3 seniors on this year's varsity squad. So a lot of these kids got ice time. They're going to be working hard during the summer to move up next year because there's not going to be a lot of slots there. Potentially.
It's a very heavily loaded junior class, so it's going to be, it's like to your point, 3 seniors coming off. But again, real good, deep veteran team. I just had a chance to talk to the seniors, Mike, and they're really dialed in. They're focused. They understand that this is a big day for them, not just today, Mike, but next week. They want to hit sections with some momentum and some speed. So it's crunch time. This is where it gets real fun.
Rosemount, by the way, they have just 7 seniors on their varsity roster. So again, for a lot of these kids too, they've got to really, finish strong for the Irish, have a good offseason, and come back ready to go in, October or whatever it is when they get rolling here for hockey.
And as you and I both know, off-season training starts usually around June. It's really never over.
No. But right now, Eagan's got to have a strong third period that has 12 minutes remaining. They trail by a 2-0 count.
And the Wildcats have some really solid players on this team that can put the puck in. They got some really good shooters in the team, good heavy shots. So again, definitely not out of the realm of possibility to come back in this one.
That shot by Hayes goes wide for the Irish. Hayes got that goal 42 seconds into the second to put Rosemount on the board. And then later on in that period, they got a power play goal over there by Isaac Tuttle. Quick shot there. That never got through off the stick of Alexander. Knocked down nicely by Rosemount. That was Nelson. Or check that, Schultz with the knockdown. Kept in nicely there by Willer. I think he called for it at the blue line.
Yeah, nice job by not having a hand pass either. He knocked it down real quick.
Absolutely. Comes Rosemount. Tried to get a long outlet pass, and it's going to be into the zone, but they are offsides, however.
Nice job by Luke Anderson there. He not only did he stop the play with the stick, he forced the offside. He raised his right hand to give the officials some guidance there to call that whistle. So Luke Anderson, all around good play there by the Wildcats.
Yep. As they crank a little Van Halen here inside the Eagan Civic Arena before this face-off.
Love the hockey music. Little Diamond Dave, AC/DC. Don't get me started. We can talk about music all afternoon.
Diamond Dave. I've not heard that for
Diamond David Lee Roth. Good friend of mine.
Good friend of yours, huh?
Oh, yeah. He's got a place up north, northern Minnesota. Don't know where it is. Hasn't told me quite yet, but I'll get there eventually.
I saw them once with Diamond Dave. That was a fun show. I also saw him once with Sammy. That was a fun show, too. Trip there by the Irish. No call forthcoming, however. And asked the regroups for the Rosemount Irish. He tries to, anyway.
The referees have done a nice job in this game, Mike, to let the players play. I mean, it's been a real nice flow to the game. I think only one penalty all game. So, again, It's been a real nice, clean game. Good fast pace, speed.
And we mentioned that one penalty was Luke Anderson back in the second for interference on a penalty he really had to take.
He had to take that one. Yep. Good decision by Luke to take that.
I saw his dad, Eric, between periods, and he said, yeah, it was one that, he had gotten kind of beat earlier in the game on that same play, and he knew he had to stop him that time. So, unfortunately for the Eagan Wildcats, it turned into a power play goal for the Irish. But good news for the fans of the blue and yellow as we approach 10 minutes to go, and dare we say regulation. 2-0, I should say, still in favor of the Rosemount Irish. Eagan has no shots on goal this period. Rosemount has 2.
So very, very tight defensively played game. Both teams kind of really not want to give up any opportunities. So very well played defensively.
Wheeler will bank it off the boards right in the neutral there for White. But it's going to be Rosemount coming the other way. This is Nagel leading the rush from his defensive spot. Sophomore Sam Nagel, number 36. Here comes the Rosemount Eagan trying to get something coming out. This time it's going to go down deep. And we should have icing, and we do. A face-off come back to, I believe it'll be the left this time, of Derek Manzella, who took over in the second period for the Wildcats. Luke Conway got the start, left with about 8 minutes to go in the second on what appeared to be just a regularly scheduled change. Face-off going to be controlled by the Irish, although brief, although they lost it out at the blue line. Luke Anderson to regroup for the Eagan Wildcats. He goes hard into the corner with Hayes. Opportunity, Rosemount going to get a shot from there in front. That goes just over the top of the cage off the stick of Josh Klopp. Klopp, I've been told, might play a little varsity as well today for the Rosemount Irish. Here goes Gugino in deep. Alexander trying to come down the slot, could not get there in time, and that puck's going to come all the way back to the Wildcat zone face-off, where it was just not that long ago, to the left of netminder Derek Manzella, the sophomore netminder for the Eagan Wildcats. 8:56 to go, dare we say, in regulation. Speaking of Derek Manzella, Pinewood Community School went to. Favorite movie, The Mighty Ducks. Lacrosse, his favorite sport outside of hockey. Favorite hockey player, Wayne Simmons. Tough guy for the Flyers. Here comes Rosemount looking to bring it out of their own zone. Can they do it? No, it's going to be kept in that time. Here's Gugino. Send it off the board, tried to bank it around the hoopmaker. He'll corral it down in the corner right in front of the Rosemount fans. And a lot of them are starting to file into the Civic Arena. Big battle into the other corner. Kept inside by the Eagan tip. That's actually couldn't get it over to Anderson. Nice tip there by Hayes for the Irish. And here comes Rosemount the other way. This Kloop's going to go deep. Stop, turn, looking for some help as Rosemount was changed behind the play. Intercept on the clear, or on the centering attempt, I should say. And here comes Anderson, but he needs some help. He was going in 1-on-4. He was not going to win that battle. Up and down. That was White that fell onto his belly slide into the Rosemount zone. Irish controlling play here once again. And they are going to have to tag up, and they will actually. Just back on the far side, off the stick of Byrne. Manzella steers that one, or Stops with that big hit behind the play. Nice check in there by 15 for the Rosemount Irish. That was Tuttle. That comes out. And we shall play on. Eagan's going to change up. Looks like a couple or one player behind. Byrne went off. Cronkite on. Halfway through this period, it's 2-0 Rosemount. Both goals coming in the second period. And the Cats are offsides. Rutzik going in, but Tony Asta was well inside the blue. As the Van Halen cranks some more inside the Civic Arena. Tell you, the fans are starting to kill. We got a couple down here just about over by between the red and the blue line. A couple of young fans. They've been bouncing up and down off the glass, and looks like they're Rosemount fans, but still, those kids are having fun down here. Just below us at center. 7:13 to go here in this JV tilt. 2-0 Irish in front. Here comes Eagan, 3-on-2 if they hustle. They do stay on sides that time as Willery led the rush down, but taking that chance, Rosemount had an opportunity coming the other way. Good job hustling back there for the Eagan Wildcats. Can they clear it out, however? No, kept in by the Irish. Big hit there by Cronkite, knocks his man to the ice. That was Ackerman that fell down off with a little assistance from Cronkite. And we have, they're going to call an icing on that one. 6:43 to go. Let's take a look at that hit. Watch, Cronkite hits his man shoulder to shoulder. Big hit there by Nolan Cronkite, that junior defenseman. There's some of our young fans. You get the green hat. Those guys have been bopping up and down. Of course, as we say that, they're not bopping up and down by the glass, but they're having a good time here in Wildcat country, even though they've got the Rosemount colors on and the Irish hockey hat. Eagan looking to halve this deficit with 6:35 to go. Meisinger up there with Berg. Hoopmaker coming down the left side. Hoopmaker's going to get it behind the net. He avoids the check somewhat back there by Cloak. 2-on-2 back in the corner. Eagan comes up with it, trying to get something in front. No, nothing doing that time. Tollefson had some help from his defense that time. Eagan still with no shots on goal this period. Rosemount has 2. And here come the Irish the other way. Nice job of breaking out of their zone this time. This is number 31 coming down the way. Owen Taunt for the Irish. That shot went off the skate of defenseman Anderson, way out of harm's way. And let's see if the Cats can go the other way as we continue to play some up and down hockey here in this third period. And what's been an entertaining JV game. A lot of back and forth action, very few whistles. The big hits. Anderson got in there, knocked his man into the corner. And Eagan tries to pump it out. Should be an ice, and it is as we talk about a whistle. 5:38 to go. Wildcats, they're home against Shakopee on the 13th. Todd Carlson there and his squad. And then they're at Apple Valley for a noon game Saturday the 17th. That'll be the last one of the year for the JVers. Rosemount's got a trio of games coming up here in the next week. They've got Lakeville North at home Tuesday, Holy Angels Thursday, Farmington next Saturday. All those will be 5 o'clock starts for the Rosemount JVers, with varsity at 7 out at the Rosemount Community Center. And then they're hoping to have themselves a home playoff game for the varsity on the 22nd. Good chance they will have their first home playoff game in quite a while down there in Rosemount. Eagan probably right now on that 4 seed going into section play at the varsity level. With Josh Alexander there for your Eagan Wildcats, number 38. Started the year wearing number 33. Northview Elementary School. Mighty Ducks' favorite movie, lacrosse favorite sport other than hockey. PK Subban, favorite hockey player. And his inspirational quote is, "Teamwork makes the dream work." I like that. Opportunity in front, Nat Tollefson with a couple big saves, and he's got the pad down. Stop the clock with 5:18 to go. First shot of the period for the Wildcats, and it comes just after the 9.5-minute mark. There's an opportunity for the Wildcats. Tollefson, boy, you see, he just quickly got that pad down. There was no way you were knocking that one in low. It's 2-0 Irish. Cats really need to get one here. And we'll have to keep an eye obviously on Derek Manzella back between the pipes for the Wildcats. Not sure if Todd Carlson will pull him if they're down by 2. But we'll keep everybody aware of it. Cronkite tried to get a shot through backhand. Alexander couldn't quite get it through. Good job by Rosemount, just really collapsing down low, not giving Eagan a real chance at these rebounds. We're down inside 5 to go. There's Alexander. We mentioned him a moment ago. With 32 for the Wildcats. That's Aiden White. Faithful Shepherd was his elementary school. The blind side, his favorite movie, football. Favorite sport other than hockey. Now here comes Rosemount the other way. Klopp's going to knock it all the way out. Will it be nice? No, they wave it off. Hayes in deep. He's watched by Cronkite. Cronkite comes away with the puck for the Wildcats. Oh, and wearing sweater number 3. Head of steam. Blue, red, blue. It stays. I thought he stayed with it, but he did not. He lost the puck into the zone. Nice run, though, by Nolan, the junior. He's trying to get something set up down low. Rosemount doing a really good job boxing him out. Quick turn rebound. There it is. Asta with the goal. 2-1. Your hockey game now. .10:42 time of that one as you watch Asta, number 34, just hanging out at the side. Nothing Tollefson could do, and what a pass across. Not sure if it was White with the pass, but we're going to find out. We'll get the word momentarily as Coach Carlson, up just off the left of your screen, you saw a moment ago. Just talking to the 2 officials just outside the blue line. It is up on the board, so I'm not sure if there's concern that it's a no-go. I'm not sure what Coach Carlson's looking to do. Bottom line is, as we can tell, it's a 2-1 hockey game. So we said 4:18 now to go. Now we can go back to that, dare we say, in regulation. Here we go.
Wildcats, number 34, Tony Asta, assisted by number 32, Aiden White, and 26, Jake Rutzik. Asta from White and Rutzik at 10:42 in the third.
So there you go. Asta gets the Wildcats within 2-1. Asta, his favorite hockey player is Vinny Malkin for the Pittsburgh Penguins. He would like that goal right there. That's a Malkin-type goal right there on the doorstep. Inside 4 to go. Well, now for sure you're thinking Todd Carlson's got to be thinking about pulling Manzella at some point. But yeah, way too early for that one in a 2-1 hockey game. This is fun JV action. Precursor for those of you sticking with us on ETV today, watching us live on Channel 20. We got the varsity coming up next, on which should be a thriller as well. But right now, we got to finish the JV matchup between a couple of good squads. Rosemount looking to just bring it high off the glass, far side, kept in by the Cats on the far side. Opportunity on the turnover, quick shot. Tollefson, and pokes it. There we go. The Cats get another one. 11:39, that will be 57 seconds after the last one. And we got ourselves a tie hockey game. This all comes off the turnover. Meisinger's gonna, I believe it's Meisinger there in the left circle. Just a quick shot, and I don't know if Hoopmacher got in time. I don't think it did. I think it's gonna come off the initial shot. Or was it, was it Rutzik maybe? We're gonna get the official word as Rosemount takes a timeout. Eagan would struggle to get any, didn't get their first shot till about 9.5 gone by in this one, in this period. Now has 7 in the last basically 70 seconds or so. There's that shot again. That definitely got in. I don't think Hoopmacher got that one. It's going to come in. That actually might have been Rutzik from the circle. We'll get the official word though. As the Rosemount Irish need to get settled down just a little bit over there. Not sure which. They have a few assistant coaches. They don't list their JV coach specifically. Dan Ugal. Oh, here we go.
That's number 4, Aiden Byrne, assisted by number 14, Ryan Berg. Byrne from Berg at 11:39 in the third.
There you go, Byrne from Berg. Try to say that one 3 times fast, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom line is it's Wildcats 2, Irish 2, 3:21 to go. Here on Senior Day, and those activities might be put on hold just a little while longer because we've got to finish what's turned into a thriller here in JV action. Rosemount, it's been quite a while since they've had a shot. They have just 2 this period. 3:21 to go. Again, dare we say in regulation. Here's White opportunity. Oh, that nearly rebound. No, Tollefson got that one just aside. Big save early by Tollefson. Those White burst in off the face-off. Rosemount obviously can't just sit back now. It's got to be they got to come full bore as well. And it's going to put Manzella in the opportunity to get the win here today for the Wildcats. 2:58 to go. Into the corner, there's Berg. Wildcats are going to keep this one in the zone. Thomas Manzella now joining us here on the broadcast.
Yeah, where'd Jeff go? Sign some autographs? Or
Jeff's got senior night activities he's got to prepare for, I guess.
Warming up his voice?
Probably got to put on a
national anthem or something?
Probably got to put on a tie. I don't know. So what do you think of this one? 2.5 to go. Cats back
Good
in this one.
Yeah, good comeback. They dominated the first period and then got dominated in the second period.
Rosemount going to dump this one in. Manzella, he'll stop it behind the net. He'll leave it for his teammates. You can look at it burst out of their own zone. This time momentum clearly on the home side right now. Long shot in, goes wide of Tollefson. I believe that was Alexander with that shot. Gugino's going to hustle in for the Wildcats. Let's see if he takes his man out. He does. Big hit by Gugino behind the play, but Rosemount 2-on-1. Anderson back for the Wildcats. Manzella. And Rosemount couldn't get that one home. Right in front, nobody home wearing blue. Here comes a long shot from way out. Never got through. Hit a man on the way through, and I believe that might have been Gugino that got hit.
It was Gugino that got it, yep.
Inside 2 to go. What a shifter by Gugino. Levels his man on the far end. Comes back, makes that big save there.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic in front. Always a goalie's best friend, one of those big defensemen or forwards getting away.
Oh, a turnover there by Rosemount. White couldn't quite get there in time for the Wildcats. 90 seconds to go in regulation in a 2-2 hockey game. The Wildcats, the Irish. A couple of District 196 rivals going at it here in the Civic Arena. Can they keep it in far side? They do, the Cats. Quick turn shot, never got through. The other one, and high. That hit the glass hard. You could hear that one well. Here comes Rosemount trying to get something the other way. They're going to change on the far side. Kloop went off. I think actually they're going to change their entire front trio. Actually, and
they went for everybody.
Yeah, they went a couple D as well. As we're inside a minute to go in regulation. Can the Cats complete the comeback? And can they do it in regulation? Here's Asta. He got a goal for the Wildcats. Here's White. White outside, makes a move. White, backhand, forehand. Oh, Tollefson got over. Big save by the netminder for the Irish. Eagan keeping that one in. Quick shot, Anderson, and Tollefson will glove that. Hang on with 36-6 to go.
Yeah, it looked like he just ran out of room, ran out of real estate on that. Made a couple good moves, walked in, and then kind of didn't have a great angle to shoot, but still a good save by the goalie. Not the kind of chance you want to see when you're the coach with 30-something seconds left, right?
Absolutely. Meister going to draw for the Wildcats against Kloop for the Irish. Irish control the puck off the face-off, and they try to get something out to the zoners. Hayes, actually Hayes was coming on the right side. Kloop hustled up and actually took the puck, number 11. And then at Anderson ringing around the boards over the head of the official. And I believe up into the netting, I believe it was. Actually, I think we have a souvenir. I stand corrected.
Somebody going down to collect it.
Slowly, but yeah.
Slowly, but got there.
Paid his $7 or whatever to get in and walks out of here with a puck.
Yeah, go get about 4 or 5 more behind the net, behind the glass there if you want.
All right, 22.3 to go. Kloop on the draw for the Irish. I believe that's Berg for the Eagan Wildcats. Check, that was Hoopmaker. Eagan, can they get one more rush before this period expires? Anderson up to Berg. Anderson pinched in as well. There's Berg. He's going to go into the corner. Hoopmaker down low. Couldn't quite control. Rosemount, are they going to be able to dump it out? No, Meister keeps it in. Can he get a quick shot off? And that goes wide of Tollefson. Horn is going to sound. 3 periods of play is not going to be enough.
Quite strong last 10 minutes there by Eagan, right? All pressure in the Rosemount zone.
Rosemount, 3 shots that period, total of 15. Cats ended up with 11. All of those coming in the last 5.5 minutes, or 4.5, I think.
Definitely felt the desperation there towards the end of the game by the Wildcats, so good to see. We're going to get some overtime.
Yeah.
Bonus hockey.
He gets, 8 minutes of running time. Here's the last of it here. That's actually the second goal. That was Asta, yep. 5 minutes of running time is the official word for this overtime.
And that one was definitely put in by the defenseman across the goal line before he got tipped. Usually it was 8. I don't know why they're doing 5 because I thought they put that in the state rules this year.
My guess is maybe because it's senior night and
they're running late.
Right after this game, they're honoring the Eagan seniors. Well, there's 3 of them.
And maybe they're going 5 stop. But it's supposed to be 8 minutes running time.
Yeah, I thought I heard him say 5 minutes running, but
yeah, it's probably because of the senior night piece.
Yep. I was asking Coach Carlson before the game. For these guys, the JVers, their season ends in a week. Yep. Would it be nice to have like a district tournament or just a conference JV tournament just for fun, basically?
They used to have playoffs back in the day for JV, and it just kind of went away. So, but I agree with you. It'd be kind of nice. It just ends so suddenly without any playoff or tournament.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I get it if your team is 2-19 and you're going to get you're going to get crushed 9-1 by somebody, but yeah, why not have one if you're going to be something? Maybe just the top 4 get in or something. I don't know. But nobody asked us. So we are in overtime. Wildcats rally with 2 late in the third, and here we go. We are going to play 5-a-side. Cronkite with a blast. Oh, he couldn't get the shot off. Good coverage back there by Nagel. And we've seen Cronkite with a blast.
Yeah, he has a rocket.
He winds up like that. There is a shot going just wide off of Cronkite, speaking of. Rosemount behind their own net. They're going to leave it, try and bring it up with Nagel the other side. Tuttle up ahead, 15. Can they get it to him? No, they're not going, but Tuttle's going to bring in part of the threesome that heads in deep for the Irish. For Shea out there as well. He tried to get it in front of him, actually. There's Cronkite in there for the Wildcats. Just looking down, I think we had just the one penalty this game, and that was Anderson for Eagan. Rosemount yet to be penalized. Eagan had just the 1. So a clean hockey game. A lot of up and down in this one. Entertaining.
Yeah, it's been a real entertaining game to watch.
Cats, can they get something? That puck nearly went off the ceiling in the Civic Arena. And Rosemount, they stay on sides. Here's their big man with a long shot, and that went just wide off Manzella. Tennis tried to go low far side. Nearly got it. Rosemount send it back over, and Heimel knock it in deep for the Irish.
So what is he, 6'6", 6'7"?
Yeah, something on skates. Yeah, he is a big kid out there. We mentioned back early on how big he is and how easy he is to spot out there. And he's just a sophomore, number 42 for the Irish.
Yeah, he was standing next to Manzella, and he's like 6'2", and he makes him look like a little kid out there.
Puck back into the Rosemount zone with just over 3 minutes to go in this overtime period. A 2-2 hockey game. In deep for Rosemount. Heim is going to give chase. Byrne back for the Wildcats. Hustle in there for the Irish is Weissmiller. Puck all the way out, and we'll have...
Went into the bench.
Yep. Is that our first whistle overtime?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of been the way the game's gone. Not a lot of whistles.
Yep.
Good flow. Exciting to watch.
Yeah, other than Eagan had that little spurt maybe in the third where they iced it on about 3 or 4 pretty much in quick succession. So face off to the left of Manzella. Derek Manzella, sophomore netminder for the Wildcats. 2:22 to go in the overtime. 2-2 our score. And pops up. Drops down at center. Hootmacher couldn't control for the Wildcats. Rosemount 3-on-2 potential, but Meisinger gets back quick to help out. That puck popped way up once again. I've never seen so many pucks pop up.
I've never seen so many pop-ups in such a short game, right?
And they don't hit the ceiling in this.
No, they've all missed.
I mean, this arena's got a low ceiling. Usually you're hitting it, but...
It's like the 5th one in the last, couple minutes.
Absolutely. Rosemount keeping the pressure up. Cats, can they get something going this time? 2-on-2 if they hurry. Splitting it's Hootmacher. He's knocked down. No call whatsoever. Cats looking for one off the bench. They're not going to get one. And Cats keeping it in near side. It's, is that Willery? It is. Willery from the circle. Quick shot. Never got through to Tollefson. Willery gets it back. Tries to elude his man in the corner. Needs some help. Bird gets over there. Actually, that's going to be White coming in. Here's Gugino behind the net. 1:18 to go in the OT. Cats really first opportunity in the Rosemount zone here in this extra session. Gugino in deep. He'll spin around. He'll move it. Gugino stays with it. There's a shot. It is! Gugino with the winner.
What a move by Gugino. I mean, he won about 3 battles just to keep the puck. comes out front and goes bar down. What a play by Gugino.
Let's take a look. We've got the replay coming up on that one.
Watch how he wins the battle behind the net. Then he's going to win one in front. He circles around, and then wham, bar down. What a play.
And not much Tollefson could do on that one. That was just a finely placed shot.
That was just hard work by him to get into just a really dangerous scoring area.
Here's
great execution. Big comeback win.
So they all alone the time of that one, all alone officially on the winner by Gugino with about a minute to go in the OT. So it's the Wildcat. JV is going to skate away with one heck of a rally as we look at the game winner one more time. It's Gugino. Boy, you couldn't place that one much better.
No, there's nothing the goalie could do on that.
I believe they call that a snipe.
That's a snipe.
So that's going to wrap it up from in the Civic Arena, where a big Wildcat rally results in a 3-2 win for the Eagan Wildcats over the Rosemount Irish. For those of you watching us on ETV, hey, hang with us. Varsity's coming up next. Otherwise, we appreciate you watching us here on JV Hockey. So on behalf of Thomas Manzella, Jeff Burgum, Evan Cook is our stats guy, all the guys, Jeff Anderson, all the guys in the truck, thanks for being with us all season long for Wildcat JV Hockey on ETV, and have a good one, everybody.
On to senior night.